Hello, friend. I want to tell you about the BMW F30 car. Buying a used BMW 3 Series has always been, and still is, fraught with the risk of costly failures. Experts are well aware of this, but not everyone is one of them. It's worth knowing what you're up against when you want to buy this car. A nicer, more spacious, and much more modern car than the highly valued, although already quite unreliable 3 Series E90. The new 3F30 impressed with its appearance and sporty character, but also introduced a big revolution technically. First of all, in terms of engines, which had to meet the Euro 6 standard. The car is larger than its predecessor and therefore more comfortable. It drives, as befits this brand, sensationally. As usual, the greatest purists will still claim that the car has been deprived of feeling due to the use of numerous safety systems and the full electrification of the steering system. The first users who had this car from the start do not always speak of it in superlatives, mainly due to numerous failures. The quality of workmanship is often complained about, which has been the Achilles heel of almost every BMW for years. The noise coming from the window area is difficult to remove, even after replacing the seals. The upholstery wears out, the finishing elements fall off, the equipment breaks down. There is also no good information about the engines. All of them are supercharged, which purists consider profanation. The 318i model, available since 2015, is an even bigger surprise. It is powered by a 3-cylinder engine with a capacity of 1.5 liters and an output of 136 horsepower. It may do well in a compact, but it is difficult to predict high durability in a BMW sedan. Each of the petrol engines has not only a twin-scroll turbocharger, which is very expensive to replace, but also a valvetronic system, quite unreliable, and direct fuel injection. This carries with it not only a high risk of failures, but also problems with electronics based on many sensors. The N20 family engines have problems with the chain timing and lubrication system, oil pump, and there are cases of seizure. The larger 6-cylinder N55 units struggle with valve control system and ignition system failures. It's also hard to say anything clear about the newer B family engines, about which not much is known yet. The oldest cars are 3 years old at most and will only just hit the secondary market. Maybe diesels are safer? Definitely. In the case of the diesel range, only the engines previously used in the E90 model have been developed. These are the 4-cylinder N47 and the durable and reliable 6-cylinder N57 units. It was not until 2015 that a new family of the former appeared, marked with the code B47. I will not comment on them for now. It is worth realizing here that the N47 engine powering the 325D model, although a 4-cylinder, has double supercharging. In addition, problems with the timing chain in N47 engines are now only sporadic. Unfortunately, fuel pump failures still occur. The best choice is the 258 horsepower 330D 6-cylinder diesel. It has a single turbocharger and puts the other engines in the range to shame with its durability. It is true that you can't count on exceptionally low fuel consumption, but the performance is very satisfying. It must be admitted that the same can be said about the new family of petrol engines. Unfortunately, with the 6-cylinder units, you have to come to terms with the potential risk of automatic failure, because in this model there was no pairing with manual transmissions. In summary, the choice of BMW F30 mainly comes down to cars with diesel engines. They are more refined, safer, and more economical, and provide similar performance. In addition, it can be assumed that all of them are at a similar level of reliability, although the twin turbocharged ones are certainly more expensive to repair. If you want to buy a car with a petrol engine, it is definitely not worth choosing the version with the N13B16, so-called THP unit, powering the 316i and 320i models, 170 horsepower. It is easy to make a mistake because the 320i model also had a 2.0 engine, but with 184 horsepower. However, this engine cannot be considered exemplary. Common BMW 3 Series F30. Faults. Electrical equipment failures. Faults resulting from poor quality ignition system failures, usually coils, in petrol engines. Timing control system failures in petrol engines. Chain timing drive failures. Carbon deposits in petrol engines. Oil and fuel pump failures. Premature wear of automatic gearboxes and drive. What to look for. Diesels, preferably 6-cylinder, although a well-maintained 2.0 is also worth considering. What to avoid. Petrol versions, especially 1.6 and 1.5. Thanks for listening to me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and rate my video. If you know of any problems with this car that I haven't mentioned, be sure to write about them in the comments.